Hello.
Hey, hey. Oh yeah. Okay, so you've got the learner to learners URL pinned on Clubhouse. Oh, I was gonna look down and see how many people are watching the stream. If you are John, did you tell John Lowe that he could be watching the stream?
Absolutely.
Now, I think like you can even click on this. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
click on that URL that just popped up. And then
If they're
that will
watching
take
live,
you.
if they're on the video,
I guess
then.
if they're watching live, they don't need to click on the website. But if you need to click on the website to check out the schedule, the upcoming schedule, you could go find out from there. Anyway, thanks for hosting. Okay, I'll let you take all the hosting glory now. For the first time, I get to be a guest.
So I have an answer to your question. If everyone noticed, usually because John is the master of stereo, and the intro we played, your music, it was in mono, but there's an answer.
Oh, you didn't get to do it. You didn't.
No. I went and checked and I did it, and
okay.
it didn't make a difference because here on Riverside, when you preview, you hear this as it is, and if we were recording and not streaming, the music would come in stereo, but because we're streaming, it automatically makes a mono.
Oh, so it was all this time stereo. It's just that when we were testing it, I'm not hearing it. But
I have a workaround.
The post. Oh, what is it?
Well, I'm gonna for next week moving forward, I'm gonna load the music up on my DLZ, and then just pump it in through separately. Here, and it'll. Yeah, okay. But the people in Clubhouse will hear it stereo. But the people watching the stream are still going to hear mono because it's, well, actually, I'll have to check because I put some, maybe I'll play some music again. And
Sean's mic is not audible. John Lowe saying your mic is not audible, so he can't hear you.
Maybe I should unmute.
Can you hear me?
Maybe I should unmute the Clubhouse, which I just did. Thank you, John Lowe. Because that must have been weird. You having John just talk to himself. Wait, then he couldn't
hear me too then, because I'm coming through you.
Yeah.
Right? So John Lowe, did you not hear me also earlier?
Oh, yeah, I guess so now we should be good.
Is John Lowe watching? On the other, can you see if somebody's watching the stream?
Yeah, he hasn't joined yet. I'm just trying to figure out, because I have so many points of reference as far as the mic, but I figured out I got one button now that'll mute me, but it mutes it for everything, all the different streams. But
he said he could hear it. Now I can hear both. Oh, I see. Yeah. So you were muting. Oh, I got it. I thought you were muted.
I had Clubhouse muted.
You were not.
No, I had Clubhouse. I just had the button muted on the DLZ. My bad.
Okay. Yes. So, but that's why he could hear.
He was hearing you
talking to myself. Yeah.
Yeah. He was hearing you.
Yeah, I thought you muted your microphone in Clubhouse, but no, you muted your mic going into Clubhouse.
Yeah, that's why
your Clubhouse is still on. Okay, cool.
That's why I separated the two, right? So we can do that.
Yeah.
Let me know. Well, I guess we'll do that in the other room. We'll go through the signal flow for everybody.
Yeah. That's that's fun. Yeah, going through how you route everything. Now, earlier before I got on here, I went on to I live stream for 2 minutes, just telling people that there won't be any live stream on my
on your YouTube
channel. Yeah, and I also posted it on the website as well. Man, my fan is really loud. Oh my gosh.
We don't hear it. We don't hear it.
Riverside. Okay, you don't hear it. Okay. Let me see.
Oh, you're gonna check your computer.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Let me see if I can.
We're streaming in 1080 as well, so
it is CPU wise, it's like pushing all the way up really high. Let me see how many percent, like about 65 to 70%, and that's taken up by Chrome, which is what we're doing here. So it's as long as I'm not doing other things, I think I'll be fine. But as long as you don't
that's
hear
what
the
I
fan
find.
blasting, you're fine.
No, we don't hear it. And hey, Chris, there in Clubhouse, we see you. We are live video streaming on Riverside. And if you click on that link,
change lingo.
yeah. I was just about to say, what are we live streaming on again? So we got a video. live stream. If you click on that link up there, you want to come in. If you're on your computer, you have a camera or whatever, you want to join us. And we're still here. Everything's still the same. John's beside me, but you're going to hear him through my speaking voice. But it's John or me.
Right. I'm coming through Sean. Because I'm going through the Riverside. Hi, Chris. Good to see you. If you want to check us out, if you're on mobile and if you want to watch the live stream or participate in the conversation through the studio, you would have to download the app. If you go to the website learner2learner.com, which is pinned up on top, you will find a link to download that app, and then you can just tap on, or when you tap on watch live on Sean's Riverside stream, it will automatically prompt you to download the app, and that way you can look at us. Oh my gosh, my computer is so loud.
We don't hear it, man. We don't hear it at all. And just to make things simple, Chris, if you're not able to come up, if you do have any questions, RØDECaster, otherwise just put them in the chat.
Or come on up on stage, raise your hand,
you can do that too.
We can chat with you.
There is just so much tech here, but everything's running smoothly, I guess, so far.
This is
you know what's cool,
my computer
John?
does not explode.
Well, what's cool, I was just thinking about this because, we did a check, and thanks for doing that. And then I just, I got all my levels ready and did all the stuff I needed to do on this end. And I welcome the next few weeks because I want to just put this Riverside streaming through its paces. But I was kind of reflecting when I first joined you guys here on the app, and that is just something that the way it's evolved. And I'm looking, was that you, John? Somebody put that in the chat, or they didn't put their name. We are all on cam. Whoever that is, you're in the chat. Glenn, go to learner2learner.com and then click on join the call, and then you'll pop into my Riverside room, Glenn. If you're listening he's listening on the...
Yeah, he's on the live stream.
He's on the chat. But if you are watching in a Chrome browser, if you're watching in Safari, you got to be Chrome or Edge. I can't remember, does Glenn have a PC or Mac?
He's on the Mac because he's an eCam guy, so he's on the Mac.
Yeah, so he'll just have to open up Chrome, click on the join, and when he pops up here in our Riverside room, I will let him in.
Yes, and if there might be potentially a microphone issue, but we can talk about that if that happens. Cause,
you mean for eCam?
Yeah, from eCam, we want him to. He might be actually set it up properly, but we'll see. Because you remember, the first time we tested it, I had the slap back because I didn't change my microphone input on
here. I'll just put the link, Glenn. If you're watching the stream, there's a link there. You can just actually click on it right now, and it'll take you to John's page, website. And then click on the one that says join the call.
Yeah, the second button, the button that's on the bottom, call in Sean's Riverside studio, will bring you into the conversation, and it's going to be a little different. It's not through Zoom. It is going to be through the browser. So you want to make sure you have Chrome or Edge, right? Mm-hmm. Chrome or Edge. And if you use Chrome or Edge, then you can join the call, not Safari. So if you're on a Mac, make sure you do not use Safari. If you are like me, have Safari set as your default browser, you want to copy the link and then go into Chrome, open up a new browser window, and then paste the link in there so that it will force the studio.
I love all this newness and explaining, and then the people that are going to be here for the coming weeks, it's just going to be like, and then the new people are going to be like, oh my God, what's going on?
And then by the time they get used to it, we switch back to other way. But the thing is, I'm glad you're willing to do this, and it's great too that we get to test this out, like on a sort of like a regular cadence.
And that's what I love. And again, John, kudos to you for the whole learner to learner. So we did eCam for a few weeks. We're doing Riverside now, and if anything else comes up, we can do that too.
We can test it too. Yeah. Yeah, I love testing new things out, and the best way to learn it is by actually doing it. So
Hopefully, John Lowe is coming over to the room. I see he left down there. And Glenn, we're waiting for you, my friend.
and
Because you were in
Chris,
the live stream. Just click on that link. Should do the
Chris
job.
on Clubhouse. Oh, but you can't show Clubhouse, can you? Chris
Okay,
on
so
Clubhouse.
here's the thing. I was messing around with just mirroring my iPad on my Mac, but then it took up the whole freaking screen with the mirror from the iPad.
Yes.
And then even on my other screen, it was just black. So I couldn't, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to worry about this week. And then I thought,
Actually,
okay, should I do Club Deck? I'm like, no, I refuse because I installed it the other day quickly to get on. And it was just, I had to keep changing the inputs and it was always left side. A lot of weird things going on.
I might be able to do something like keep going, and then I might be able to pull Clubhouse through me.
Well, I know you can do it, but and then the other thing is I'll just get my other camera and point it to the iPad because that's all I need is the visual, right? Oh, you show me your CPU?
Let me show you where my CPU. You see on the Google Chrome, it's at at least now it's at 60. It stabilizes a little bit.
Yeah, because it's buffering and then uploading in the background.
83. Right? Oh yeah, it's actually doing quite a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, actually, what I intend to do,
I'm going to change. I'm going to change the screen back to 720 starting next week, so it's a little easy on everybody's computer because it's 1080 streaming taxing.
Now. That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
But we need to max it out, man. I want to get 1080. I want to get 8 people on here. I like you did. I want to just like take it to the edge and see.
Stress test it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do. If I crash, I'll be back.
Well, okay. Well, you're doing that. So tell us what you're gonna do, and what might happen.
Okay. What I'm going to do is last week I put.
Okay, well, whatever he did crash. I think he did because he just completely disappeared from the room here. He's still in Clubhouse, but we're not hearing him. We love the tech. I love when what we're gonna do is we're gonna have John put this up on his YouTube channel because we're not streaming there live. I'm recording it here, and I'm gonna give him a recording of it. But it's gonna be interesting when he pops out and then he comes back. Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me?
No, everything's fine. You went gray for a bit.
Yes.
So tell us what you did. I want to know.
I have been having this issue. I think it's probably because of the limitation of my computer. In Ecamm, you get to choose if you want to do program mode or live mode. So live mode means, or preview mode or program mode. So program mode is everything I change is immediately sent to you. And if I do preview mode, I get to change things, and then I hit publish, and then it shows up on the signal that I send out. And I was
so you can check it and then go, okay, let's go live.
So, you know, like on TV, you like cue something and then
and you got the little
camera and then push.
The little
it's a little fader thing that you push it live. And I was trying to do something so that I can get my Clubhouse screen queued up and then put it onto the stream. And I didn't want to do it live, so I thought I'll go into the preview mode to see if I can get that ready. Then I push it out live.
So it took everything and previewed everything.
What is that? Anything that I do will be in preview mode that I can see. Then I hit publish, and then it's sent to you that way.
So you'll see on the video, but what we saw what I saw, because Glenn's not here yet. What I saw was just a gray screen.
Yes.
But you were still there.
Yes, because I didn't lose my connection to you. Nope. What was lost was my feed into that connection. So my video feed and my audio feed. Okay. So everything comes through Ecamm, including my audio feed, and so that's why I could have like gone up there onto Riverside and changed to a different mic or to my camera directly. Then you will still see me. So technically, I'm still connected. It's just that the signal, audio and video signal going to you is gone because the app is not there to send that signal. So now, whoa. So let's take a look at it. Remember, I was telling you it was showing like you see how 400, 300 and
Oh, nice. I love that. You got to use the tech you got, man. That's lovely.
So it's let me see. Can you whoa. I can't.
So imagine if we were doing like 4K. That would be crazy. Streaming 4K.
Yeah, and
I guess there's a reason the audio is mono, right?
That's right. They're trying to conserve all the other other parts of the live stream, because it makes sense, because for Riverside, as I mentioned before, but I don't think we ever talk about it on the actual stream to people, is they stay in their lane. They prioritize recording at its best quality, and live stream is just an additional component to it that they're also offering, but they want to make sure that what they do live stream is secondary, because the main thing is to get their main feed audio and video recorded as high quality as possible and upload it at the same time to Riverside. So it's quite a lot for my computer to be doing. That's why I'm seeing so much research.
Hey, so Glenn, I was just going to say, where's Glenn? So Glenn is here. How you doing, my friend? There you go.
Hey Glenn.
You made it.
It took a little bit of effort, but I am
okay,
here.
Tell us what you went through. Give us a play-by-play.
All right, well, originally I messed up in two ways. I tried to come in Safari, and I did the watch live stream instead of the call in. So that I was off to a bad start originally.
The only reason I'm asking is so maybe we need to tweak things so it's easier for other people. Okay. And then you hopped on Chrome and you were good.
And I came in, and I had forgotten to load my Ecamm Live, and when I did that, I think I had things out of order, and so it wasn't responding for me when I clicked, so I had to go out again, and then I came in again, and it worked fine.
Now you are coming through you are using the virtual cam for the connection for this.
Yeah, he's got Ecamm virtual camera and the mic.
And I'm going to tell you that this we could not be meeting at a better time than we are right now. I had my first interview for my first again, I'm doing 4 podcasts when they're all up and running. I did my first real official interview today, and I had some sound issues, and I concluded once I got everything done was that he had not been wearing headphones, and I was getting slapback. So that's what I concluded.
What software were you using to record the interview?
I was doing it on Ecamm.
Oh, okay.
And
you guys should take me through that. I didn't know Ecamm could do that. Or with Zoom, you mean, right?
Actually, I didn't even use it. It was just me and one guy, so we have an interview window, and so I just brought
Ecamm lets you do that.
Right.
How does that work, John?
Ecamm. Well, very quickly, Chris, I see your question. I'm going to answer your question in a moment. But better yet, if you are able to pop up on stage, and we can have a two-way discussions about how you want to use your brand new RØDECaster Pro 2. Congratulations, by the way. So there are 2 ways of doing. So essentially, Ecamm's not only live stream; it also records. So, and you can set it to just streaming, or you can set it to stream and record at the same time, which is what I do. I always have like a backup recording. So if you want to have a podcast, then you can choose to do that.
So how do you stream without Zoom?
Ecamm does the streaming, whether or not you have Zoom connected, right?
Where does it stream?
Also, what do you mean? What does it stream?
Where does it stream? Like Does it
No,
go?
no, 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 no. Hold on, John. I think there's two things: one streaming, one recording. You can stream because you can connect to like YouTube or
so you can do that.
Facebook. There's Nickelback. I don't know. Anyway,
so recording.
And there's a special place in preferences where you can load your where you're actually streaming out to. But all I did was record. I didn't go anywhere live today. It was just me recording the session.
So if you were interviewing
when he
me,
records,
Glenn,
he records with video as well.
Well, if
you
were recording me, Glenn. Oh, so John's
Exactly.
here now. If you were interviewing me, Glenn, how would I get to you? Like, does Ecamm
I would
have?
send you a link, and you would come, and I would hear you knocking, and I would let you in.
So there is also an
So
interview
Ecamm has
mode.
like a server thing. Like, how does it work?
Yes. It's called
Oh.
interview mode. So I'm showing you right now. So the Ecamm has interview mode. So if you go into Ecamm setting and then you go to interview, and there's a mode for people to join, and let me see if we can get to it. So you can then have like a green room and all that. So it acts as if it's like Riverside almost, or its own chat system.
Right.
But what I didn't use was because to me it was not as robust, and it's taking a lot of resources on my computer, kind of like what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm sending you a lot of resources, but not only that, when I'm using interview mode, if I have more than one guest, it's doing that many times more. So because it's establishing a connection to Glenn, to John, and to Sean, and then it will bog down my machine. I think anytime when I get close to about 5 connections, my fan gets really loud, and my computer gets very
this is all
itchy.
on the cloud, so it's cool. It's
it's
everybody's
doing
computers.
It is doing that because it's processing. It's like I'm having a connection with you, with Glenn, with John, and therefore all that connection becomes really taxing on my computer. If you have a good, powerful computer, I think maybe M2 or M3 better yet, you'll be fine. But having an M1 machine, though I have the M1 Max, it's still not quite ready to do that. And that's why even after I signed up for Ecamm, I was still not 100% happy. It's better than the experience is better than OBS, but the connection is not. It's still very taxing. So when they came out with the Zoom integration, that's when I tried to hop on it, because I thought if Zoom can take all the server and connecting of each other and only send you bits of information that you need and only take information that you need to send out, then maybe it will help me manage the CPU processing power that it requires. And that proved to be true. So when no matter how many guests I have, the Zoom connection to me, the processing power is the same.
Oh,
it's like always stays the
offloading.
same no matter how many guests I have.
Yeah, I think the difference here is taxing on each individual because it's recording on yours and then uploading. But with Zoom, it's just whatever goes over the internet, right? And John Lowe is going to ask you, I'm like, what output are you using? But then you switch it to RØDECaster. I'm like, what was something else? Started with an A. Yeah, I was like, what is that? Okay.
Well, it's literally my speakers.
Are they?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Glenn. Hi, John.
Hello.
And
are they Bluetooth?
Clubhouse. They are Bluetooth.
Chris
speakers,
is in Clubhouse.
And they are also USB speakers. So literally, this is the normal edifier kind of consumer grade stereo speakers that I have in my room. When I don't want to put on the cans, I can actually hear it using those stereo speakers, right? So because Riverside has the ability to do noise cancellation, so echo cancellation.
It does echo.
Yeah,
so
echo cancellation. So I've got.
So you can use speakers, yeah.
Yeah, I can use speakers in that sense, and then I decided that I want to hear myself as well, so I put on the cans.
And here's the cool thing about Riverside. You can see it does have echo cancellation, right, for each person. So you don't have to use headphones, but it isn't on the recording.
Ah, okay. So it's not on the recording. You get
You'll get the echo if you're using speakers.
Shucks. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're using this for post and you want to use the high quality, and your guest, like this has happened a few times with a couple of clients where, you know, so what I do sometimes too for people is I do virtual recording. So I have them come into my studio, they show up, their guest shows up, I just record it, I take care of everything, and they're gone, and then I do all the editing. But sometimes, even though they give the person an email and they give them a long list and they say, look, use headphones,
There is
and
in the
that is probably John On. Because when he switched, and now, no, it's still coming.
I was just going to say that it's happening with me also.
Everybody, what happened?
Wait, suddenly we have slapback?
Yeah, I think and it's when you switched your screen, John. This is cool, though. Everybody's having it.
Yo.
Okay, I know why.
Well, wait, let's just see. I'm going to mute John. Yeah, it went away. So just unmute yourself, John, when you sort of fix it.
But now it's still happening with me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear it at all.
And I'm still hearing it in my headphones. It's coming back as an echo.
That's...
You mean right
what
now?
about now?
You're fine now.
No, John, you're coming through crystal clear.
Okay.
Which John?
So,
Both.
Mr. Ong.
Okay.
Well, we should go H and no H so we know who we're talking to.
I know why you heard that, because I edit my phone. I edit my phone to. That's why you said when you see my phone earlier, you see that.
That's when it happened.
That's when it happens, and that's because when I switch to the Clubhouse screen, it sort of it also when you do the. So what it's doing is with the cable, I can connect it to my Mac, and Ecamm can see that connection, and it'll bring the screen sharing up here. So I can actually come in here, and it's bringing in the audio and the video at the same time. That's why you.
So how's the audio getting through?
It when I connect the iPhone to Ecamm, it also brought in my iPhone's audio.
So how are you connecting to your computer?
USB. So USB-C
so
to
Ecamm's
USB-C.
pulling it in, no latency, nothing, eh?
I'm not sure about the audio. I never used the audio because I'm only using the video feed. That's how I used to do my Clubhouse scene. So let me see.
So all the tech I got here, that's the one piece I'm missing. So I'm just trying to figure out for the next few weeks.
Oh, I see.
To show that, and I'm just trying to figure out how to show the screen. I'm not going to do Club Deck. Well, maybe I could and just not use the audio, but I don't want to.
There you go.
I don't think I want
okay,
to.
So finally I get to bring that in.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is,
and you can even split your feed and put you and that on your feed, right? You can do whatever you want on there.
You mean right now?
Yeah, like, if you wanted to.
On my own, yes. I could do this.
Which you just did.
Turn on, like, oh crap! I turned myself off. Where this? Oh no! Wait, this like that. So I can have this and look at the chat room. Oh! Something happened.
That's you again.
It's me again.
I changed my audio to
really?
Ecamm Live.
Yeah, that's good. Sorry.
Audio virtual. I'm going to go back to RØDECaster Pro 2 main stereo.
That's what I was concerned about
earlier. So let's take John's name off so we can use his super. So there you go. So now you can use your super, John.
Oh, sorry. That's my OBS automation. When I was switched to this particular scene, the super comes up.
Well, no. Do you want me to put your name back? It's up to you. Actually, you can do it. You just click on yourself, type in whatever you want.
Okay.
Billy just joined us on Clubhouse. Hey, Billy. Hey, it's Prime Day. When I see Billy, I think of Prime Day.
Yeah, Prime Day. My card is full, and I'm like, okay, let me wait until tomorrow and see what happens. We're live on Riverside, Billy. If you click on the link at the top and click join the call, you can come in if you want.
I don't
I'm
get
gonna
delay over
I'm gonna
here.
talk. Bring Chris's question up now so that we can. I don't know if y'all can see or not. Okay, so Chris says just got his RØDECaster Pro 2 and about a month ago and going to use it first time this coming weekend. And I asked him how he's going to use it, and he said taking my equipment while shooting a feature film. Wow, Thursday to record podcast with cast and crew. That's cool. Will be first time using the mixer. That's cool. Well, then, that should be pretty straightforward. Then what is the one word of advice that Sean would probably tell me to tell you? The compression by default is very aggressive. So make sure you take a look at the compression, because otherwise, I'm not sure, you might have tested it out already, but you might find yourself getting the audio, not able to get the audio to the level that you would like because the compression was so aggressive. Typically it's set to like, I don't know, like
minus
minus
30 or
20,
something. And then
20 something
people
dB.
Then people crank up the volume and it just goes harder
Yeah,
and makes it lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you do the test, obviously on set, you probably want to play with noise gate and all that too, or whatever you do, make sure that you check out. The most important thing is to look at everybody's compression. So each microphone's compression, make sure that it's not as aggressive as the default is set to. If you set it to just like the standard, not the advanced mode, which is what they call the depth, sparkle, and punch, those you don't have any control to take them off. You can only take the compression off when you go into the advanced mode. And so I'm not sure if you're watching the live stream or not. If you are watching the live stream, I will show on the feed. Oh, my light. I need to reset my light. Okay, there you go. Okay. So on here, oh my gosh, I can't get it straight. Hang on. I didn't set it. Yeah. Okay.
The Sony.
So
I was about to say the Sony E10 cam will look very nice on this way.
I'm not gonna use it for this one. I'll use it for my.
Yeah, why not? He's giving us the budget camera, John, with the yellow.
And the budget camera, yeah, that's right. So in each microphone, if you don't have the advanced mode set, it will look like this. Oh no.
So he's asking, is there a preset for a Shure MV7? Sure, there is.
You would use the SM7B to start for MV7. There's
well,
no
I wouldn't
preset
even use
for...
it. I would just turn it off. But yeah. So
that's a preset. I would use a Shure SM7B for the MV7.
Yeah.
But definitely turn on your advanced mode so that you have all these additional 8 buttons on here. Once you have these additional 8 buttons, then you can go into the compression and turn the compression down a lot. Yeah. So the compression is this one right here. And the compression threshold is typically set to, which means, what should I say? I think the threshold is very low, right? Is that where?
It's way too low, yeah. So it's clamping down right away.
It's like this. So
exactly.
It's 20 something.
That's the sound.
I sound like this, and typically I sound like this. So, and it also, you'll probably find, Chris, that the gain that you might be able to go higher than you think. Like if you're able to look at the stream, I'm hitting almost like I'm kissing red, like getting into the red zone occasionally, but it's still doing okay. I mean, with a little bit of compression, just don't go crazy aggressively like what it would suggest in the default, which is typically like 20 something. So just keep that in mind. And then if you don't need the de-esser, sometimes that could mess with your setup. You can turn the de-esser off. Noise gate, you can play with it to get it right, especially if you're in a noisy environment. I'm not sure if you are or not. It might not be. So yeah, I think main thing is the compression. That's the main thing that you don't want the default to take.
The other thing, having the MV7, I mean, if he has problems with the RØDECaster, I don't know if he has the USB version or just the XLR version, but he could just USB right into the computer with a couple MV7s, depending on what software he's recording with, whether it's GarageBand or anything, and just do it quick that way.
Well, I guess the point of him getting
of
a
the
RØDECaster
the RØDECaster with the SD card,
using,
you can just go.
Yeah, we'll be using that. But it really it's quite simple. Once you set it up for the first time, and you can repeat it for the other microphones, and it should be all good. How many mics do you have, Chris? Multiple? Do you have like 2 mics, or do you have 4 or max out? I'm just curious. Oh my gosh, my fan.
Now I can hear it. Before we couldn't hear it. Just point the back of your mic at your computer.
There. It's still loud.
It's better.
It's still loud. I'm going to have to turn my
we're streaming in
noise gate.
1080. Like I said, I'll do 720.
Next week I won't be joining, so you can crank it up to 4K.
Well, no, just for everyone else if they're having.
But I don't know if it's
your
any
computers,
problem.
John and
like
Glenn,
everybody else's problem. Probably fine. It's
John H is coming in clear. I'm getting echo, but Sean, I was wondering if you wanted. I have a Riverside account. Mm-hmm. Do you want to experiment with me coming in through the app or anything? I'm going to be a guinea pig.
No, actually, John and I did that on Sunday. Everything's cool because it's just whoever hosts the account. And if you're still hearing echo, John Lowe, are you hearing?
No echo from my side. It's all
again. It's normal. It's coming into my.
So we should figure out why Glenn's hearing that.
If I'm not making an echo sound, it may just be something that's going on with me. And like I said, that's the issue I had this morning. And I finally just decided it was slapback, but that was after the interview was over. And but right now I'm getting the same effect that I essentially got this morning.
Okay, go ahead, John.
Did you get ISO recording also, Glenn, on your eCam, or did you just use your RØDECaster to record? Or did you record on your RØDECaster at all?
No.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk about that too. Maybe next time in the future we'll talk about having, if you are planning on recording on eCam, it probably doesn't hurt to just get your RØDECaster to record independently your voice on its own channel, and then record multi-channel set it to multi-channel recording on your RØDECaster, and therefore you will have your voice separate from the guest voice, and if there's any emergency that you need to do, you can always go back to your file in case if you need it. Quickly say hi to Jason from on Clubhouse. Hello, Jason. It's been a while, Jason. Jason got a new profile picture.
You're taking all the words out of my mouth. I was just going to say all that. I'm like, I haven't seen him in a while. new profile picture. Okay.
And we are also live streaming right now on Riverside. And if you want to join us, you can go to learner2learner.com, which is pinned up on top. And it will also give you the link to watch the live stream as well. So you can go there and watch the live stream. If you're on mobile, you would have to download the app. If you're on a desktop, you'd have to use Chrome. Especially if you're on a Mac, don't use Safari, use Chrome or Edge.
It won't even let you. Edge. So I'm glad.
Oh, it won't let you?
No.
So what does it do? It tells you to go.
Yeah, it
Chrome?
says a thing comes up and it says Chrome or Edge.
Okay. So maybe, and
I want to solve Glenn's echo problem.
Yeah, Chris. If you have any additional questions, feel free to put it in the chat.
I'm wondering if it might be a mix minus thing. I'm trying to.
Why don't you tell me what's your setup on eCam, and also what is your setup for Riverside? So in Riverside, what input microphone and what headphones are you choosing on Riverside?
I am going.
He's got eCam Live virtual.
eCam Live on the mic.
Virtual mic.
eCam virtual on the cam. And
okay, eCam virtual. Okay.
On the audio.
On RØDECaster, on which audio? On sound levels in eCam?
Yeah.
Okay, and you have and then you are hearing us twice.
No. You're sounding fine. I'm doing it to myself.
Oh, you hearing yourself again?
Exactly. When I
Okay, got it.
talk, I hear
Then
the
when you
echo.
look at sound levels on Ecamm, do you see signals anywhere else coming? Like you see any bar coming in from there? From your sound levels?
On the top level, I've got RØDECaster Pro Main 2, and
Okay.
that meter is moving.
Okay, so only that. And then you have your on Riverside you have the virtual mic. So I
Yeah.
wonder.
Let me try clicking echo cancellation here in Ecamm Live.
We can't
It's
hear you.
cancel
now.
you out. We can't
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, you canceled yourself.
You- I
It
thought
was
your name
Glenn
was Glenn, not
cancellation,
Echo.
not echo. It was Glenn cancellation. Still can't hear you.
Wait, what happened? Oh, there we go. Yeah,
Now we can hear
yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, is there a slight delay? Like after a while, like is there a slight delay when you hear yourself? That's just like a typical slapback.
Oh no, I'm pretty quick.
Okay, so now I'm curious. If you have it, so how are we coming in? So what is your speaker? Is your speaker on your Riverside set to what, to RØDECaster Pro stereo?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. So change those two things to RØDECaster Pro Chat. So now we will be coming in from RØDECaster Pro Chat, and so the two places would be your output for your Riverside should be RØDECaster Pro Chat, and your sound level in Ecamm should be RØDECaster Pro Chat as well.
Nice. And we got Dundee in the audience there. Dundee, click on the link above if you want to join us. We're streaming live. We're doing video as well on Riverside, so you can join us. If you click on the link above, you got your camera, your speakers all. You can pop into the Riverside room and join us on video. We're doing both.
So, John, it's Prime Day.
Yes.
And you're going to be
Yes.
traveling.
Yes.
The RØDECaster Pro Dual White will suit very well in your hand carry.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
actually,
you on a
now
go.
that you mentioned, my luggage is actually white.
There you go.
There's
Space.
no deal on Rode. I take that back. There is a deal for Rode Wireless Go 2.
Okay,
Glenn.
if I
Oh,
do
no.
chat, I can only hear.
Well,
me.
no, that's an effect. He's doing that on purpose because we all hear it. Yeah.
But wait, so he can't hear us?
No, he can hear. I'm sure he could.
Can you hear us, Glenn?
Oh, maybe
Oh
not.
no, he's not hearing us.
I got a question for you, John, though. John, you said your luggage is white. So how do you keep it white? Like it gets thrown in the baggage handle, people throw. How will you
It's
keep
white with lots of scuff marks, and
Okay.
you don't want to touch it. And
Don't
that's
you
why.
guys like get those plastic wraps at the airport?
That's so Malaysian. That is so Malaysian.
So it's not an American thing? No?
No. That is very
Wow.
Malaysian. Okay,
So you gotta
Glenn,
explain
can
what
you
it is.
hear
You know, a lot of the baggage, when they see that, they're like, what are they hiding? So they open those ones on purpose.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
And so,
Or maybe
levels.
sometimes they're kind, so they'll just scan it through and go, yeah, we don't need to. Because maybe if you wrap it enough, they're like, oh, it's too much effort to open it. So it could go either way, I guess.
So it is a professional service that's available in airports,
really?
and I see them a lot over in the Southeast Asia airports mostly. I'm not sure about in other places, but Southeast Asia airport they have these services where you pay like what a good $3-4, where there is a machine, and what it is, they put your luggage on top of the machine
Oh,
and
and
it
it just
starts spinning. It starts spinning with plastic. So from left to right, so you get this kind of wrap, and then
Wow.
it turns around
That's like a
90
pallet.
degrees.
It's like shrink
it
wrapping
will
a
just shrink wrap the whole entire thing. That everything is covered. It's almost impossible to get in, and they use a knife to open up the wheels so that you can drag your luggage, and also the open up the handle so that you can pull it. So essentially, everything is sealed, right? So nobody gets into the luggage. You know, that's what they do. It's not very
Right.
expensive.
And that's
So way to
why
protect the luggage.
This is learner to learner. Learn everything.
Different
Not
culture,
just
different
audio.
places.
No.
Glenn, maybe I've
going on,
messed it up even more. Can you hear us now?
Oh no, you guys are
You switched
fine.
it back.
Again, the only issue is when I talk, I hear the echo.
Okay, so when you switch over to chat earlier, we couldn't hear you?
No, then I
you
could
couldn't
not
hear
hear
us?
you.
Oh, so do you have your chat channel assigned on your RØDECaster?
My chat is my second.
Is it muted? Is the fader up?
Yes, it is. No. I mean, it's mute. It's down.
Okay, so now if when you switch it, but
Just
the
to
thing
move
is,
the fader. Okay, I'll try.
but we
that.
heard you. We heard you echoing. Though, make sure your eCam sound levels microphone is set to chat also. So
Okay,
two
yeah,
places.
I'll do.
Speaker, set it to RØDECaster Pro Chat on Riverside, but then on your eCam, your microphone should set to RØDECaster Pro Chat.
Okay, I appreciate this. I don't want to take up Chris's time if he was.
That sounds
gonna
good.
help
you're good.
Chris.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
Now, make sure the
Dub.
other place is set that way too.
redundant.
Otherwise, we'll hear slapback.
Dub.
What's happening?
Are both places chat now?
Dub. Rastafari. Hi.
How about this?
Oh, it's gone.
I'm quadrupling it.
Oh, you did it too.
Okay, so
Okay, now.
if I do that, then you guys, I get the echo from you guys.
We're getting it from you too.
And you are. Did you change it on both sides?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just muted him for a sec. I got to reset. Okay.
Okay. So Nick, switch it back then. Switch it back to where it was.
No, it's a good way to keep me quiet. I think this might be the perfect arrangement.
That was a cool. We got that on record. I got to get that. I'm going to sample it. Dude, yeah. What note is that?
I don't know. I'm not pitching.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you next time. So here's a funny thing. I was doing the Podcast Pros room this afternoon. I was just going through my DLZ, and I'm like, oh yeah, this has echo and everything on it. And I just tested it, and I forgot to take it off. So we started the room, and everyone's like, you have a lot of echo. And I'm like, I checked because I had this setup ready for tonight. I'm like, I checked everything. There's no way you guys are hearing echo. And then I look over, and I saw I have the effects button
on your
DLZ. Yeah. And then I just took it off and popped off.
Wait, but then you don't hear it? It's only that signal is only going to them?
Yeah, just the way I have it set up. If I plug right into the DLZ, it would hurt it. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, because you're monitoring from your.
I'm monitoring from my. Well, that's for the next room. We have an hour to explain it in the next room. The setup I have here.
I want to make Glenn's system work. Let me think.
Well, we have
Glenn,
another
are you
hour.
Are you able to share your?
He is.
Your screen.
Can you at the bottom there, it's the square with the arrow pointing up to share.
Or you could. I don't know if you set it up to do demo mode or not. On eCam, you can just hit the demo mode, and I can see your entire desktop.
Well, then he wouldn't even have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't even need to share if you know how to do that.
We got to get 4 more people in here. We got to max it out. It goes to 8 plus host, I think, so we can go 9.
So I'm curious because if he were to repeat my setup, it should come out perfectly. But there's one additional thing, 2 additional check marks that I didn't have him do. So I'm hoping that I can look at his screen and I can tell which check mark he needs to check. Glenn, give us a thumbs up if you can still hear us. Oh yeah, okay, he can.
Yeah, we heard.
I was looking at my setup on my Mac just to see if I had uniformity there, and everything is now set to RØDECaster Pro 2 main stereo input, output, and alert volume, and play sound through effects. Everything has its.
I think in Ecamm there's I'll walk you through if you can't share it. I'll walk you through. There are two other places that you need to change just for this setup, okay? And you can switch it back when we're not on Riverside. So at least test it to see. So if you go into Ecamm's preferences and then go to the audio tab, and tell me when you're there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And you are the speaker should still be what is this? What does this?
A RØDECaster Pro 2 main stereo.
Okay, good. Yes, and then you will have map input channels 1 and 2 probably not checked right now.
No.
Yeah, go ahead and check that.
Okay.
And then switch to. And then I have system output mix mode also checked, which is the last check mark on the bottom. And then you don't have any other things checked, do you?
I have automatically mute microphone and guest audio during video playback.
Okay, that's okay. You can leave it there. Then now close out of it, and then now switch to your sound levels on Ecamm, switch to chat, and then go to your Chrome to switch your Riverside speaker to chat. And hopefully that will take care of to make smart. Not yet, because you got to do two places.
I got you.
The first spot it'll do that, and the second spot he has to change. Make sure you change in 2 locations. There you go. No, now you don't hear us. Oh, wow.
Oh boy! Now, this may be the perfect thing because now, like, I mess myself up, which discourages me. But then I can also can't hear you with this setup. So,
all right, let's get you back to where it was then. Let's get you reset back to where it was.
Did we take everything through to the end with Dundee? Remember we were helping him? Did he find
Yeah,
one?
he's got a new setup too.
Like a new one than the other one we were
finish up with
helping him
Glenn.
with? Yeah, we got to finish up with
Glenn. Okay, so switch your RØDECaster. Switch your input on Ecamm back to your RØDECaster Pro chat. No, RØDECaster Pro main. And then, okay, do you still hear an echo?
no, it's back to the way it was.
Okay, and then in your did you say back to where it was? Meaning you've turned off your the setting that had you checked.
No, I haven't gone back to do that. Let me get those back to where they were.
Yeah, uncheck the map input channel.
Oh, by the way, while I'm doing this, I will let you know that I recorded sound in Ecamm. I was putting it together an intro for one of my podcasts, and I was when I was playing it back, I could hear the audio whenever I just played it through all my scenes, but when I played the MOV4 playback, I got video but no sound. And I concluded that I had checked this system output mix mode when I was messing around with it right before I had started doing that. That's what was causing it. So when I checked it, I was able to hear the sound. I was able to record and hear the sound in the recording again. I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but I just wanted to let you.
I'm not quite following. You're saying
when I did that mixed mode thing, I couldn't hear. There was no sound coming through when I created the MOV for my intro. It like when I created that when I did the actual recording and then I played it back, I would hear no sound. I would only see video. But if
is
you
it an
played
overlay?
through the scenes, you could hear it fine. And so when I was listening to it and recording it, it sounded fine. When I actually played back the recording, it was just nothing. And so when I unchecked that box, the sound came back like it should have been.
Oh, uncheck which one? The mute?
The mix mode, that bottom one, the mixed mode thing.
So we got.
Oh yeah.
We got to switch to the other room. Chris. Chris says he's listening on the Riverside app, and it's hard to hear the chat. Are you listening on a mobile device, or are you on a desktop app? Let us know, Chris. And we're going to switch over to the other room. That was quick. Wow.
I know, right? Okay, so Chris, I will hang on to. I will put the other room.
You can do that. Okay, cool.
I'm going to stay here on Clubhouse before. So you'll switch room. I will get that link, and then I'll share that with Chris so that Chris can follow along too.